All my life I felt I was born to be great. I had to do something that would change the world. I still don't know what it is, and I probably never will, but I'm here right now. I gotta do what I...
Welcome to another episode of Social Impact Conversations with myself, Unhlanhla Shabalala. Mfana kamshengu, lona ke itonga likamavuso. Social Impact Conversation is a platform where we sit with change makers shaping our communities through action, advocacy, and with purpose. And today is no different. My guest, who is Phetole Raseropo, is a passionate agricultural innovator, a youth mentor, and a community builder from Soweto, dedicated to transforming township spaces through food production and sustainable agriculture. As the founder of P Agricultural Group, he has committed and has worked with schools, community projects, as well as commercial farmers to strengthen the local food systems and create opportunities for young people through agriculture. Known as the Seedling Guy, Phetole believes agriculture is more than growing food. It's about restoring dignity, creating hope, and empowering communities. In 2026, he became a national winner in the Act for Change Food Garden competition, supported by the Shoprite Group. Proudly rooted in Soweto, he carries a vision that reaches beyond borders, dreaming and building with the mindset of a global icon, determined to inspire change through agriculture. Welcome, my guest, Mr. Phetole Raseropo.
All my life I felt I was born to be great.
Thank you for joining.
I had to do something that would change the world. I still don't know what it is, and I probably never will, but I'm here right now.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. So before we start with today's conversation, how are you feeling? How are you feeling today?
I'm good. Just a little bit tired.
Yeah.
But I can't complain. It's been such a great day. The weather is good.
Yeah,
I like
for a
that.
change.
Yeah. The weather is
Nice
good.
one,
Yeah.
nice one. So I like the good, I like the not complaining part.
Yes.
You know, gratitude every day.
Yeah.
So what we do here at the Social Impact Conversations, we actually align how you are feeling with our rainbow colors. So out of these colors, what color would you say literally determines how you are feeling today?
Am I allowed to choose two?
Well, we have never done it, but you can.
Okay. I'm gonna go with blue.
Okay.
I'm also gonna go with a bit of yellow.
All right. So blue and yellow. So yeah.
Blue and yellow.
Let's start with the yellow.
Okay.
So yellow says vision and hope. So for change makers, yellow reflects hope, clarity, and belief in a better future.
Okay.
Seeing possibilities where others see problems. Inspiring communities to believe in change. Leading with optimism and purpose.
Okay.
And then change grows where hope is protected and shared.
Yes, I like that.
That is
I
the
like
yellow.
like
Right. The blue.
Yeah.
Then blue tells us, it speaks about integrity, trust, and voice. So for change makers, blue stands for truth, accountability, and advocacy. Speaking truth to power, listening to community voices, building credibility through transparency, and then that change is impossible without trust and honest dialogue.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yes.
All right. No, we always get it right.
Yes.
So obviously then, just to start this conversation, just let us know who Phetole is, where you come from, and yeah, maybe actually why you chose social impact work.
So my name is Phetole. And then my ID name, another ID name is Moses Raseropo, and well,
Sure.
Soweto. I went to Matubeng Primary School. I think that's where my love for entrepreneurship also started.
Okay.
Because at home we used to have like an avocado tree, and I started selling avocados. I started selling from the age of 12.
Sure.
Yeah, so my whole life I've been selling, and then I went to military secondary school, of which I never told anyone actually, but I hardly attended classes. So they do like sweets,
Okay.
so I'd make sure that the sweets are before the second period.
Sure.
So yeah, and then fast forward, I went to University of Fort Hare in the Eastern Cape. Also there, I was also selling as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, like for me to get there were challenges also.
Sure.
Like any other kid in
Classic growing up.
you
Yeah.
know, not having good academics and also not having like good education. But, you know, never forced that.
Sure.
You know, I mean, like I was one of those kids that like but makes any boy, but OUJ they used to have like what you call DPS.
Yeah.
Saturday school. So I attend, even if I was not, even if I did not qualify, but Nikia on Saturdays.
Yeah.
But I did attend there, and I took like a gap year also, so in between 2011 and 2010. 2010 and 2011, yeah. And then I went to the varsity 2012. Yeah, that's when I went to the University of Fort Hare. So yeah, I think from there it has been a roller coaster, and up until I launched PEG. That's how I decided to launch PEG, because I mean, like the love of plants that I got when I was in varsity versus now, like I saw that plants are way too powerful.
Sure.
They change lives and they also build communities.
Love that. So obviously, yeah, you know, you are a passionate agricultural innovator.
Yeah.
And a youth mentor and a community builder. So how did you get into that space, especially with then obviously finding the PEG and which is the P Agricultural Group?
Yes.
Why did you? Yes, I hear that you fell in love with plants from varsity, but what actually then motivated it to become something of your own?
I think you know, when you're running business, I mean, like you get into partnerships and things that don't work out. You know, you start to work with other people, because also remember I was also working at the Department of Agriculture as an extension officer. You know, and when I was working there, I saw that the gap between farmers and also commercial farmers, but also between farmers and young people also as well, there's a huge gap.
Sure.
You know, and I realized that most of the farmers that we come across, they don't have a background in agriculture, and I think the only source of power that I had was education. You know, and education. I saw that when they say education can change lives and can open up opportunities. I use education as one of the core things to learn into spaces and get into learning what's missing. So I saw in the agriculture space, I was the missing link, particularly in community synergy as well, you know. And I was like, you know, when people speak about poverty and famine, it doesn't look nice. You know? But now we have to not make it a lifestyle, but make a career out of it, and also live off it also as well. So I think that's why I'm missing.
Yeah, nice one. So just give us an overview around PEG. You know, just if for one of our viewers, what is PEG and what does PEG do?
So PEG is a social enterprise that directly it focuses on vegetable seedling production. Okay. So, but now with that, because now like we work with what we have at the moment. There's no land, there's no proper infrastructure, but what is it that we can use to build up the vision of PEG? You know, I mean, like, there's no business without a community. First you start with the community, then you build a business, you know. So currently we do vegetable seedlings, we supply communities with vegetables, and we teach young people also about agriculture, the importance of agriculture,
Nice.
but to use agriculture as a as a stepping stone to where they want to go also as well. You know, I believe that agriculture is not just to it's not just to harvest fela. I'm like, there are people that have a background in agriculture that are working at macro, doing quality assurance. There are people that are working at Woolworths that are making sure that the food is able to get there. You know, it's just people learning about the importance of quality assurance also. So it's just to open up agriculture, not making a far-fetched dream. You know, so that's what we are doing also. So I think PEG is just a multifaceted of too many entities inside. But ideally, it focuses on vegetable seedlings.
Nice one. So I liked what you said when you said you use education to obviously transform the young minds.
Yes.
And not only do you use agriculture for just
No.
it's for them to also obviously benefit and use it as a stepping stone.
Yes.
So just maybe before we take a break, what would you say were some of the community challenges that you actually witnessed around the different townships in Rizamai, or even near how township, Kasiao? What were those community challenges that you saw and you're like, these challenges need PEG to actually come in?
There are a lot, There are a lot. I think I'm gonna mention just three. You know, I think just the later, you know, just for Pleke Ebefe. Some of the spaces that we have turned now, they've become like, you know, a place of hope, but also a place of dignity also, like whereby people are able to eat, people are able to work within that particular space, you know. And the second one would be not understanding the value of how big is something up until maybe you go somewhere, and that's when people can be able to say, yes, this thing is huge, you know, it's bigger than we thought it is. You know? So I think just to give people something that is more of like a lowest hanging fruit, so they can understand that you don't have to have thousands of rands just to start. So it has been a challenge to teach people that, you know, you can start even with this jar just to plant inside. So I think it has been one of the most challenges to teach people.
All right. So you are still watching the Social Impact Conversation with myself and Tlantla Shabalala, stories that shape our communities. We shall be back after the ad break. We are still in conversation with changemaker Mr. Phetole.
All my life I felt I was born to be great. I had to do something that would change the world. I still don't know what it is, and I probably never will, but I'm here right now. I gotta do what I can.
Welcome back. We are still in conversation with a change maker as well as an agricultural innovator, Mr. Phetole. So just before the break, we spoke about obviously some of the challenges that you saw within your township, and you obviously mentioned firstly, you know, the value of what we see. You know, you started with speaking about the litter that is in the space. So obviously that ties in very well with keeping our communities clean, and then also the value of not knowing how big something is until you get exposed to it outside. You know, so one thing obviously will always align is the sustainable development goals. You know, we know that especially within the Gauteng province, we've got the GGT 2030. So some of the sustainable development goals that you would say that you are covering, what would you say aligns PEG to the sustainable development goals?
I think it's one and two. I'm not sure, is it four? Quality education. But firstly, let me start with four, because I mean, like, the reason why I want to start with four is that every time when we speak about agriculture, we only think about plants, when we think about Fela, but it's beyond that, you know.
Okay.
I'm like by profession, I'm a botanist and a slash microbiologist, you know.
Sure.
So clearly it shows you how powerful that this piece of agriculture is, you know, and you cannot limit yourself once you get access to education.
Sure.
But also, I'm glad that there are a lot of people today nowadays that get into the skills programs, you know, and these skills programs, I believe that, you know, once someone can grab the opportunity
Sure.
and use it well, you know, but clearly you can go above the rank. I like what's currently happening right now. There's a sector right now called the agro-processing also as well. So it clearly shows you that you take something, you create a byproduct of it, and then you upsell it also as well. So now it actually teaches you. I mean, like when you look at maybe 20 years back then, this was not there, you know, and this was not communicated.
Sure.
So I think it also begs to our seedlings also as well, you know, how we sell seedlings also. So we're not just selling seedlings. And like we teach farmers also how to plant some of these cultivars also. So not just we're not just getting seedlings and then selling them also.
Sure.
So we're teaching our participants, people that working with us, that, you know, when you sell this kind of a seedlings, this is how it's gonna make an impact economically to you also as well. So you see, but also when it comes to hunger, no hunger is that within our community we sell vegetables. I think last year we did something that was so profound 2 times. You know, the first year we got peppers from one of the commercial farmers that we're working with, the Sebe farm. So what happened? The farmer was like, "Hey, Pat, these peppers they cannot be sold because they are imperfect, you know." And one thing that people don't realize, So I think these guys are actually doing something that is so profound that we're not actually acknowledging it, but we're not seeing the value of that.
Sure.
So we got peppers. I think got like a 2-ton.
Sure.
Like a big truckload, and we sold those peppers for like $1 grand. You know. And we created an initiative called the Ugly Potato Sale.
Okay.
You know, so the Ugly Potato Sale, it's a concept also that is based in, you saw it in the USA, whereby, so this farmer, what he does, he maybe like harvested a potato, instead of throwing it away, let me just call the community to come and pay what they can afford.
Sure.
So I mean, like our place at PEG, we've created this our space like that, you know. You're not just going to gardening to buy vegetables, but you know, we selling vegetables with dignity also as well, to say that even if, you know, I have my last 10 rand, you know, the quality of that 10 rand when you go buy the vegetables, you can be like, Mara, why the other shops, you know, these are one sort. So like the standard is like that also as well. And but with the last one, which is zero hunger, I think for us, how we doing it is more of we teaching people the skill also as well, for them to rely on themselves, you know, before they can say that, hey, I cannot shout there, because I think another thing that we are doing also is under our concept also, when it goes to no poverty, no poverty, what we do also is that would normally like donate some of the seedlings also as well, you know, to people that say, I've done a garden, it's beautiful, guys, I need this and that and that and that. Do you understand? I mean, like, that's why I said that to you, that there's no business without a community. So once the community is able to do things, then there is a business, you understand? Because once you have a business and there's no community, clearly what you're doing. Exactly.
Yeah. Nice one. I love that. Sure. Yeah, there must be a community before there is the business. So I like how you match the two, you know. There's community first, then there's business. So I like the 2 stories that you've done. I mean, you know, the ugly potato.
The ugly potato sale.
Love that. So what are some of the impact stories that you would say as PEG you witnessed, you know? Because those 2 are literally, I mean, that is amazing, because you took something that people thought is not valuable, but you turned it into something that actually would bring in sustainability to the PEG group.
Yeah, I think I think the most, you said the most
Just impactful stories, like
Impactful
successful stories that you.
there's a lot.
There's a lot. I
There's
like
a
that.
lot.
All right,
There's
maybe
a lot.
just two
There's a lot.
that literally stands out for you.
I think there's a project in the northwest, managed by Siriti. It's in Delpan. It's in Delpan, northwest. So in one of the remote areas,
Sure.
that's where I saw that how powerful the work that we are doing it is. When you get to communities whereby you see that there's no hope, like there's literally no hope, whereby and like the Shoprite maybe is like maybe distance sound from to GP.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think in 2024, I got a call, and then this organization was like, can you please kindly assist us to run the vegetable seedlings, because I mean like once they were able to do that, I mean like till today still running. I think what we did, I got it like I think it was almost like maybe 800 participants under the Social Employment Fund.
Okay.
Thank you to, I would like to also send a shout out to INME South Africa. INME South Africa did play a huge role, to also where I'm at today.
Sure.
And when we got there, the community was waiting for me.
Nice.
The community was waiting for me, and I think we planted 62,000 seedlings within an hour.
Wow.
And those guys they couldn't believe, they couldn't believe that they could plant 62,000 within an hour. And like how I left the operation till today, it's still running. Whenever they have a problem, whenever they also want to do something, they also give me a call, but they also show me, how far they are. I'm glad that the program is still running. It shows that the work that we did as PEG is still quite incredible. I think that's that. That is that. And then the second one would be. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I like that. When there's a lot of positive stories, that means you're doing the work.
Yeah, I think another one would be for in the community space, not in the commercial space, right?
Yeah.
So in the community space, there's a school which is just not far from my community. One of the partners tried to do the project, then it worked out well, and then so they left the school project, and so I saw that it was dilapidating, and there were guys that wanted to work for me. I was like, no guys, you can't work for me. I've given you the skill. Go prove that you can do the work. But when I saw that the guys actually lacked the strategy, how to run the whole project, that's where I saw that guys lack the vision on how to run the whole project. So I sat with them down, and I was like, gents, you know what? Let's put like a target. Let's have like a 120-day plan. This is what we're gonna achieve within the next 120 days. When the guys started seeing the milestones of what they were doing, it was incredible. We grew. It was their first time in Shogomana. The actual tomato that the other shop can actually take them, but they could not believe Rukokas actually tamati, lettuce, spring onion, and cabbage, and spinach. And I'm like, the school that even the principal was amazed, because I think also one thing that made me to say this project was closer to my heart. Like, that's a special school, you understand? And if it's a special school and kids within a special school can do something to that level, like, come on, what's stopping me and you to go way above that, and also getting guys that did not have a background in agriculture to integrate those kids to that level. Like, come on, like, I still stand out today and say that there's no school till today that would beat that school in agriculture, you know. So I'm just saying that that is one thing that is still stands out at the moment.
I love that. I think that is very, very powerful. Sure. But also I'm just thinking, how do you get 800 people to come together and volunteer? The magnitude that has for me is not actually believable. But yeah, all right. I think we'll just take just our last ad break, and then when we come back, I want us to talk about policy and systems. Obviously, you know how accessibility to government has been, or their role maybe in partnering with PEG as an organization.
Okay.
All right. So see you just after the break. Make sure that you like, you share, as well as you comment. We are still in conversation with a change maker, Mr. Phetole.
All my life I felt I was born to be great. I had to do something that would change the world. I still don't know what it is, and I probably never will, but I'm here right now. I gotta do what
Right, welcome back. This is still the Social Impact Conversations with myself, Ntlantla Shabalala. Stories that shape our communities. I am still in studio with a change maker known as the Seedling Guy, Mr. Phetole. Just before the break, actually, we spoke about policy and systems.
Yes.
So I want you to just, obviously, you are in a niche, you know, of agriculture.
Yes.
So how has your relation been with probably a government, with just maybe even governmental departments in ways of supporting what you do, and as also maybe since you work with the youth, like the partnership around there? If there isn't,
look, I mean, like at the moment, I wouldn't say it's there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's there. That's number one. Number two, look, I don't want to bash them and say they're not doing their work.
Sure.
Maybe at the moment, what I'm doing is not what's in their best interest. You know. I mean, like at the moment, I wouldn't say it's there.
Yeah.
Maybe even if it's there, maybe it would be like just a touching base. You
Sure.
know. Maybe just signing the forms and things like that. And then like, look, I currently don't even have like a land that I'm operating
Sure.
in, you know.
Sure.
But it's just I'm just using like an older abandoned school that's in the community, and that we are also trying to take care of it as a community.
Sure.
You know, I think that is what I can say at the
At this moment. All right. So I like when you say the relationship is not quite there, right? But what would be the ideal relation look like with government if you had that opportunity to, you know, bring them close or bring them in?
Look, for me it would be more on, firstly, I wouldn't want to come on their board. I would like them to come on my board. You know, so in the sense that, look, government people are human beings like us. First of all, let's acknowledge that. Number two, they are running within segments or departments.
Sure.
And I mean, like, you know, when you're running like a business also, just to move from one pillar to another one is actually the most difficult thing, you know. And people that are in the department sometimes, I think we need to also understand the people that, I'm going to make an example, people that are in banking are not running businesses.
Sure.
Do you understand? People that are in the Department of Agriculture, they are not farming. Do you understand? So now, but if they take time to say, okay, let me just go spend time or do or attend what these guys are actually doing, ideally they'll be able to understand, even if when they sit and say, okay, this is our strategic goal for the next coming 3 years or 10 years.
Sure.
These are the kind of things that we've seen. I mean, like, you see right now with the impacts of climate change. I'm gonna say something that's so small. Like
Sure.
every year, I struggle with boritis,
Hmm.
you know, and it's only the other sector or the other countries whereby you see how other countries are actually trying to curb boritis.
Yeah.
You understand? And now when you look at on my side, I've been struggling with boritis for the last 8 years since
Sure.
when I've been in farming. You understand? But there's no someone that say this is how we can support you or research facilities that can come into the space.
yeah.
Because I feel like relying on the government, but also leaving the research institutions also, it doesn't make sense because government come with a blank canvas. You understand? But also you need
The aspect of the
the
elements from
aspect, yes,
research,
you understand? Because now running something whereby you see this actually needs research. I'm like, I cannot tell someone that just has like a degree in agriculture, or you understand, someone that hasn't been in touch with what's currently happening. Because remember, agriculture is a critical business,
Yeah.
and you cannot solve yesterday's problems.
Using obviously.
You understand?
the old
So you
solutions,
need to constantly evolve, because if you're not evolving, I mean, like things they tend to change, and now you need to also understand how we need to move forward as a country also as well.
Love that. So I think you also covered some of my next question. So what are some of the lessons that you've learned within the 8 years that you spoke about, and also maybe some of the mistakes that you did? We all grow up, we only learn from our mistakes as we go ahead and as we go forward. So yeah, just maybe some of the lessons you've learned and some of the mistakes that you've actually then went through, but then obviously were able to really actually come out top from it.
Some of them are actually painful. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure.
And but I think the most important thing, the lesson that I've learned is, in as much as you have ChatGPT and things like that, first thing first, before you do something or you commit to something, read the contract, write contracts. I mean, like this thing you're
Sure.
just like this.
Yeah.
I came to the
Yeah.
podcast and
Yeah.
then span
Yeah.
pusha. No,
Doesn't work. Yeah.
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And also, like, learn to protect yourself. You
Sure.
know, and when you get partners, also get partners that they truly see. They want to see the best out of you.
Yeah.
And not also trying to suppress you. Get people that would want to see you being your best.
Yeah.
I think that's the lesson that I've learned. The mistakes that I've made, there are a lot.
Yeah.
There are a lot. I think being too nice, being charging people with charging people by being too nice, and also learning to say, not learning to say no,
Yeah.
even if
I knew that your heart was
yes, but also understanding that I still need to grow. I think that's a mistake that I used to do, that get angry at myself, but now I understand that one needs to grow before they can do something also. So those are the things that I've really learned.
Sure, I like that. You spoke about the power to say no when you feel that you don't want to.
Yeah.
So I want us to touch base on why is it important, or for any actually change maker or even an entrepreneur, why is ethical leadership very important in the space that we are in?
Yeah, I think ethical leadership is very, very important in the sense that where we are at the moment, as a result of decisions that we made back then, and should we not be ethical with how we are doing the work, clearly we won't be able to be accountable.
Sure.
That's number one.
Sure.
Number two, most people, they look up to the work that we are doing, and should we diverge and do funny things, we are just the front.
Sure.
Yeah, no, we are just the front. I speak this because of sometimes it's hard to say no when you come across something, and that you feel like, this honey might be too nice. You understand?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think also it's very, very important to have a board of advisors that you report to. Just because of you running the foundation, or I'm running PEG, I need to report to someone.
To somebody.
Yes,
sure.
even if it's not money wise, it's not financial wise, but how I'm doing the work,
Sure.
and also if I said to myself I will do this within the next 120 days, let it be 120 days. If I said that I will commit to coming here, I need to commit.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Sure.
In that way, it opens up a lot of opportunities, and when you're working with someone that is credible,
Sure.
it's easy and it gives you less anxiety. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I think for me it is that.
Nice one. I like that. Yeah. I remember when we were speaking to the head of marketing from Fundi, she said that ethical leadership is not what you wear. It's not a hat.
No.
It is standard. It's compulsory.
True.
So what you are saying now is that, rather don't commit to something that you know very well that you won't do. And I think it's very powerful that you mentioned that also we are in the current situation because of decisions that were made back then. So if we then still do or become the front, there's still nothing will change. Sure. And I know obviously that in this year you were actually you became the national winner in the Act for Change Food Garden competition that is supported by Shoprite Group.
Yes.
So why I want to ask this question is, what was the experience there, and how does that tie in the vision for the future for PEG?
Yeah. Look, I think for PEG, I think when we entered the competition, I met up with a lot of people that said they entered the competition.
Sure.
I think nationally it was over 600 gardens. Yeah, it was over 600 gardens. I made it to the top 3. I was not happy that I was number 3. I was really, really angry. I was like, how come number 3? But I think for me it made sense, and also I understood how to be at that level of magnitude. It showed me that there are still things that I need to do.
Sure.
And there are still things that I need to learn. Because to enter that competition, it was just to show someone that is actually having a vegetable garden just down the road. That this is the classico of a vegetable garden that one needs to look at. Although I don't have resources, I first, for me to access a resource, let me be the resource first. Do you understand? When I become the resource, I know that each and everything can come.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
So with that being said, I make sure that I try to pull in people and to pull in if partners that we say, Pat would like to work with you.
Sure.
Pat, how best can we push your vision further? You won't push your vision by yourself. You need partners, you need
collaboration.
Yes, you need people that would rely on you, and also you rely. One thing that I've also learned, when we were doing this competition, I realized that it is the smallest things that hold up big things. It's you don't have to do bigger things. Just do the smallest things, and those smallest things will bring bigger things. I think for us, showed us with consistency, and also credibility, and also how we reach out to also communities, and also how we honor some invites. When people come and say, come and do this with us, please assist us with this and that. And it also showed us that, with this is how best we can go also. So I think that was the level, but also just showing that I was saying to a friend of mine that we have a GPS, or we have landmarks of. We used to have landmarks of libraries, monuments in our communities, but nowadays we have landmarks of taverns, other places, that we know. What's about But now, why don't we have landmarks that show dignity for us? That show that's where food is. I think that is the vision that we're also trying to build up. Landmarks of, okay, when I need food or when I need fresh vegetable, that is a place that I need to go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a beautiful, aligning that with the future. It's like, because that's true. I mean, if we literally have landmarks of, we know that is a certain establishment, why not have landmarks that bring dignity, where people, when they're hungry, they know exactly where to go, or where even those businesses within the communities need suppliers of vegetables, they exactly know where to go, and like going to the shops X, Y, and Z. Sure. You spoke about consistency. You spoke about doing the little things that bring in big value and big change. So for a young Phetole who's watching here, what advice would you give this young change maker?
First, get a school. But also, look, one of the most important things that we have, I think, shamed nothing substitute hard work.
Sure.
You cannot outsell hard work. You cannot substitute hard work. Look,
sure.
You won't substitute that. I think the first thing first, hard work is the most important thing, and then the second one is that always be surrounded by people that see the best out of you. Not people that want to take, that want to bring out the worst out of you.
Sure.
I think, look, we're still downplaying kereke. I mean like kereke at some point. The church made you to be the kind of person you are. There was sport, there was some debate. There used to be something that you were doing. I mean like also be hands-on, in the community. I mean like don't just be an idol, say that I actually not this thing. You understand? Try to do something in the community. Ideally you will find your spark, and also you will find the kind of person that you want to be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Take that first step.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think everything finds you in motion. Because how any fail and nothing is definitely going
Nothing
to
won't happen.
Sure. So just in closing, how can obviously our viewers and obviously our listeners get involved and support PEG and support the other entities within the PEG space?
So for us, you find us on social media.
Sure.
She's Grow with PEG, P Agricultural Group on LinkedIn, P Agricultural Group, and my socials are on Instagram, Seedling Guy, TikTok, Seedling Guy, and on Facebook, Phetole Raseropo.
Right. I wanted to actually, before we close this, right?
Yes.
So obviously in this space,
Yes.
there must be somebody who, when you were younger, really motivated you. It does not have to be a role model, but somebody you've always looked up to, especially in the space that you are in. Would you have someone, an individual, two people, a group?
In this space, you mean in the space of farming?
In farming, agriculture, yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Farming, for me to actually starting to take it seriously. I mean, like it was 8 years ago.
Sure.
But I think one person that still come across my mind. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, with I'm not gonna
Sugarcoat it.
not sugarcoat it. We have this term, man, on social media. Women and men, what do you call it? I'm not gonna put gender.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But I think also one thing that we sleeping on, I think women are actually playing a critical role in the space of agriculture. That's number one. Look, when it comes to management, when it comes to just handling the operation, when it comes to just foreseeing things, I mean, like women are beasts in the sector, in as much as they're getting support, they are phenomenal, but for me, I can list a lot, but one person that accepted me when I came into the space of farming was Eric Mawan, he's such a short guy.
Eric Mawan.
I always say dynamite come in small packages. So he's so tiny, man. Like even if when he comes here, you don't wanna believe he's a farmer.
Yes.
I think it's one person that, I mean, like I couldn't believe that this guy supply Woolworths. It's like, this guy, I'm like, till today I can't even get to a door. Woolworths, and
not
at
yet.
least,
Not yet.
Yes. But I see someone that is, that is at least there's proximity.
I love that. Yeah.
There's proximity. And I'm like, one day.
Of course.
One day,
So, they always say that if you want to be the next millionaire, sit around 5 millionaires.
Exactly.
Who knows? You might be the sixth one. And then, in closing, please define for me in one word what social impact is to you.
Social impact. I think for me, social impact is leaving a mark for tomorrow. Whatever that you touch. I mean, like, there's a scripture in the Bible. It's called. I still live by it. It's called. It's Elisha's. I can't pronounce the name.
Ecclesiastes.
Yes. 9 verse 10. I came across that verse, I think 2011, 2012. And then I came across it 2016 also as well. It says, whatever that your hands finds, do it with all the might, because like wherever where you are going, there won't be time, there won't be a minute, there won't be resources to do what you want to do. This is the time to do what you can. You are given the opportunity to do it. Do it with all the might that another person, when they come and see them, like, Jesus, I still need to do way much more to up the game. I think that is for me.
Sure. Like that. Social impact in one word. Leave a mark for tomorrow. Sure. That is how we end or come to an end of today's episode. Please make sure that you continue to comment, you like, and you share this episode. This is Social Impact Conversations with myself and Nhlanhla Shabalala. And with that, my brother, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And this is Social Impact Conversations with myself and Nhlanhla Shabalala. Social Impact Conversations, stories that shape our communities. Till we meet again in the next episode, we're out.
All my life I felt I was born to be great. I had to do something that would change the world. I still don't know what it is, and I probably never will, but I'm here right now.